Yo, it's real guys, real talk. Let's go.
All right,
hey guys, welcome back
to another video.
One more
for us here.
without the Josaphe. He is busy. We respect him. We just want to make sure that when any two of us are available, we make it happen. So you'll see one of us not on here sometimes. It'd be really weird if you don't show up one time.
That'd be really weird.
That would be weird. Given
like how did this happen?
Current environment.
Yeah. Dude, you know what I like?
What's up?
BBBs.
BBBs. That sounds super sketch and unchristlike. What's up?
Dude.
What's that stand for?
Beautiful
Black Bill.
Bills.
Big, beautiful Bill. You got me.
Dude,
I did not know where that was going.
Dude, today, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act passed the U.S.
It did.
House.
It did.
It passed the
and that's
US
Mike Johnson's
House.
deal. That was a big legacy thing for him, assuming the Senate, goes with it.
This passed, what was it, 215 to 214, or 214 to 213?
It was barely.
Only one.
Yeah.
Only one separation.
Yeah. It's because I think one Republican chose not to vote, two voted against.
Yep.
And all Democrats voted against. That's so crazy. You know how crazy that is to just be so against everything all the time? It makes everyone look like a bunch of sore losers on both sides.
No, it really does.
But especially them, they're a bunch of whiners, dude. I don't know how they got voted in.
Some of these people,
Makes no sense. They hate us too.
Yeah.
They hate America a lot of times, and some don't. Some are just riding with it because they know they're going to get excommunicated. But
so there's a lot in this bill. We're not going to go over everything, but we're going to go over some huge talking points. From AI regulation, limit state level AI regulations for 10 years, promoting federal oversight and innovation for
Interesting.
AI.
Maybe that makes sense.
It does.
One handler versus 50.
It does.
One.
Low income housing expands low income housing tax credits.
Yep. I saw the child tax credit, $2,500 versus $2,000, so $500 bump for us.
Military funding for the Golden Dome.
That is, dude, I'm telling you, if it works, it's one of the most important things we've ever done. And the Space Force is doing it. I don't know how I feel about Space Force, but the general over the Space Force is handling this. And they said everyone's saying he's the right man.
Okay. I just read this yesterday about this Golden Dome and the Space Force. China urges China.
China. Name our only Chinese friend.
Yeah. Urge Trump not to move forward with this.
I saw that. That is
insane.
They actually publicly put that.
Yeah, it's like, don't do this. We don't want this. Like,
of course you don't.
Yeah, this is.
Of course, and I liked how he was like, China or Canada will pay. They're gonna pay. They want it. They're gonna pay. They're gonna pay a pretty penny. I tell you,
Canada's
they're gonna pay.
For all the
That's gonna be a lot. I told you.
It's gonna be hundreds of thousands.
One big beautiful bill.
One big beautiful bill. But
it's like it's wild that it's a. I don't know about the whole bill, but a lot of what I've seen I like. And let's just clarify the Golden Dome part. That has to happen.
Yes.
There's no way that we can be susceptible that when America said under Biden, they should have never voiced this. I cannot believe it was said. I was sitting here during the beginning of the Ukraine war, listening to my government. I remember the Air Force guy. He's an Air Force general, and he said, "We do not have anything that can stop these hypersonic missiles."
Yes.
Why would you say that? Are you out your mind?
Yes. I remember
to the world.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, my security level in my country just went to like 4 from 10.
Yeah, really.
And we've got to be able to, at a minimum, stop or at least mitigate that risk. I just can't even understand it anyway.
Well, the United States needs security.
We
need our own homeland security, like a real security device. And this Golden Dome, from what I'm hearing about, it's going to cover all of America.
Everything.
It's going to be like
all our interests.
Perfect.
And it'll be completed fully. And it's phased in, but it'll be completed fully and self-sufficient before he's done.
Yes.
He's out.
And it's going to be on ground and in space.
Yes. And because they're doing a approach, and this is funny, this is Star Wars. This is the original Ronald Reagan pushing what dissolved the USSR and bankrupt them. This is what we were trying to accomplish, and we can now. So if we have threats that are coming from space, not that they're in space so that they can just directly be over a certain area like that versus coming up and then finding and coming back down. And then there was another part that he mentioned, very somehow integrating, I think it was more of a defense part of this bill, where the days of having submarines, Russian submarines, near America without us knowing or mitigating it's over. Done.
Yeah, this is over now.
He said it's over. It's all over. The woke stuff, wokeism is over.
Oh, it's perfect.
The non-ability to protect our country and to not prioritize lethality, which Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, constantly says, that is our goal. And it's true. If you're not lethal and you're part of the defense, then it doesn't freaking matter. There's nothing that matters more than being lethal.
You will get steamrolled.
100%. Who cares what else you can do? Who cares how nice you are to the squirrels?
You have to
I don't care.
Eliminate the enemy fully.
And we need to stop making those woodpeckers. For all my military buddies who know what we're talking about, those woodpeckers that are endangered and you can't drive a Bradley through that area, that needs to end too. That's what I'm going to ask for this bill to include. So contact your representative.
You know what's also cool about it? The NFA firearm regulation.
Dude, taking the tax stamp off?
Tax stamp, yep.
I don't know what the regulations. Silencers, yep.
Under section 5845.
Does it say silencers or suppressors?
Silencers.
That sucks because there's no such thing.
No.
They're like, if we put this in there, they'll think. I get it. Yeah. So suppressors, not tax stamped, but I don't know that means you don't have to register them. I'm not sure how it works.
We don't know. That's the thing.
Hopefully it becomes anything.
This is going to save some money. Big
time. It saves 200, 250?
200, something. It's going to save time, save money.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of people's going to have them now.
Yeah, and I imagine it's going to lower the amount of time it takes. At one point, it was taking a year. Now
buy it.
That's what I'm saying.
You're just going to go buy it.
That's how it should be. Yep. That's how it should be.
We're going. What else?
Dude, and everyone's like, "Why do you need a suppressor?" I can tell you exactly why. For several reasons, but for one, for your ears. There's no reason if you want to protect your ears that you can't. And you can say, well, it's for movies. Mm-hmm. Yeah, every movie you see, someone's getting assassinated with one. That's not how that works, dude. I'm not going to get into all of it. There's plenty of videos, but it's not quiet. Even with subsonic ammo, it's just quieter, and it breaks the barrier. It's with the right ammo, it doesn't break the sound barrier, and it doesn't hurt your ears.
Yeah.
You're saving yourself. And who wants concussiveness
it's just like
all the time?
Wearing sound dampening headphones.
And who wants to... The neighbors are shooting again. Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're not. You don't hear it.
What else? We got the Medicaid reform, which is pretty big. Many people...
Huge.
Really look at this. So it's going to impose working requirements to 80 hours a month. Or
that's
education.
right. So it's not only is it... And I think it was able-bodied... adult men is what it was after.
Yes.
So able-bodied adult men
without dependents
are going to not be getting any help from the government without proof that they are employed or trying to be employed.
Limits Medicaid coverage for only U.S. citizens and permanent
illegal immigrants, whatever.
Nothing.
If you do not have a green card, a permanent residency, you're not getting it, except some weird Cuban clause.
Yeah. And it blocks Medicaid funding for gender transition therapies for both minors and adults, which is perfect.
Yeah.
Let's go for it.
Absolutely.
I mean, there is just so much. Then
dude, why are we going to pay for someone? Yeah. I'm not going to go on that part because it's obvious, but why are we going to pay for someone who isn't here legally already? I already have an issue with someone coming here, wrecking into I've told the story a few times. Someone who was not here legally wrecked into my wife's vehicle when she's pregnant in her third trimester with my son in the car, totaling a vehicle that we praised God when we got it, right? And we're blessed to have it. And so that was taken from us along with all the other stuff. So she should have never been here to drive in the first place.
No.
And definitely should have been driving. So, yeah, I mean,
probably
absolutely.
gone now, though. So
well, if she's not, they're
on the way.
Pass Matty's Law. That's all I can tell you. Yep. Go to change.org real quick.
Yep.
Pass Matty's Law. And we're part of it, myself and Jason.
Yep. It's going to be down below in the description. You can see a little
It'll
bit
make
of
sense.
And just talk about it. But and the next really, really big things is for taxes. First one, no tax on tips.
Yep.
Which is massive. That's going to save.
Yeah.
That's going to allow individuals to make so much money.
Right.
I mean, people
and now
don't realize
people
this.
that aren't carrying cash don't have that weird, some of it's not going to go to them.
Yep.
It should go to them.
And no tax on overtime.
That's a huge one. So that's our municipalities, our government workers who are, especially emergency services, who are working and grinding hard.
Just to clarify, this is
federal.
This is the federal income tax for workers earning less than $160,000.
Okay, so if you get $161,000, you need to find another job that pays you a little less.
Yeah, and you'll make so much more.
Actually,
honestly,
you really could.
You make so much more money.
Could.
Just stop. Don't take that raise. I don't want that raise.
You know what?
Boss.
I appreciate that. It's stunning your growth.
Just give me some
no,
food.
It's not.
Just give me some food now and then. I'll appreciate that more. But
can you imagine?
But that is something
new tax
massive.
Bracket. Yeah,
the tax brackets.
$2,500 for. Did we ever say that? Up $500 on the child.
Yep, $500 for the child. Permanent tax rate for individuals from like 10 to 22%. So they were going to raise it, but they blocked the raising of the tax bracket. So because they were going to do some weird things to it.
It gets hefty. I'm in that middle class number that's not friendly. It could get more unfriendly, but not much. And
this bill is large. There's a lot of stuff from senior citizens, estate and gift tax.
Over 1,000 pages.
There's just so much that we can't talk to it on here. You have to look at this, the clean energy tax credits, which is huge.
So there's something crazy. Oh yeah, also automobiles. Automobiles that manufacturers that are they don't have to be, from my understanding, they don't have to be an American manufacturer. They just have to manufacture it here. So Toyota could have their place here, which they should, versus in Mexico where the engines are blowing up now. I digress. And you get up to $10,000 of tax reimbursement from your interest. So basically, unless I'm missing this, if you had $10,000 over the APR of your loan that went to interest, all of that would be absorbed by our government. Yeah. Which is wild if that's true. Yeah. If it was made in America.
If it was made in America.
I don't think assembled, I think made.
Yes. Few more things. Fossil fuel support. So he is going to be pushing and permitting oil and gas projects in federal land to be streamlined.
Sure.
And opens new leasing, which is massive. They've stopped leasing for this.
I don't understand that. Help me with that. Usually I'm on track.
So companies would purchase land or claims for gas, oil, or coal. Biden era and Obama era blocked a lot of that from being purchased. And they basically cut these rules and you can't do this anymore.
So the leasing portion was not of ownership and now it will be of ownership, or lands that were not allowed to be leased are allowed to be. Okay, leased, so he's unfreezing areas.
Yes. And
maybe not leased to own, but to purchase the right to cultivate.
This is going to be great for us.
Yeah.
BP, Shell was going to go back and start drilling. Actually getting
until we find a better thing, and it's not batteries. This is the way, man.
Batteries are going to take a while to get to where they need to be.
Safety in cold weather.
Yeah.
They underperform.
Yes.
I mean, they're awesome when they are, but charge times.
They're going to fund the border wall fully now. So they're going to allow,
I did see that.
Yep. So the border wall will be done. They're opening up more facilities and officers to hold 1 million people.
Dude, what I think it was only $25 million is what Border Patrol is asking for their budget. Yeah, and I was like, $25 million. I mean, it's a lot of money, but really, like, dude, there's someone that lives in our city that has more than that himself. So, like, come on, man, $25 million, give it to him. Give it to him. And let's just take an invasive species of those iguanas and make a moat and put all the alligators there, and they can feed on the iguanas and,
so awesome.
Yeah. That's a good deterrent. Saltwater croc or a brackish water croc. Oh man,
those brackish.
I just like saying that word. I know it's a mixture of inlet water. I'm familiar with the Florida agriculture.
But no, this bill, surprising it actually passed because there's so much. Dude,
it looked like it might not. Yeah. They had a lot of speculation on it.
It only passed by one vote.
Yeah. Well, even if it didn't pass, that's when the vice president come in and vote. Yeah. If it was like tied, so technically, 2.
Yeah, but
you're right.
This is going to be big. With all the bills being passed, the next 6 months, is going to look very different.
Yeah.
When these bills or these laws now go into effect, things are really going to change. Some of them are laws,
some of them so the bill just the bill is just going to have a bunch of facets. So let's jump into that real quick. I'm sniping you with the Matty's law. Matty's bill or law is a North Carolina bill that's being pushed for my buddy who was tragically killed by a City of Eden employee who was driving without a CDL license and ran over him and 4 others, killing them and then injuring another 3. So long story short, it's terrible. However, we're petitioning my buddy, his brother, Jason, and myself are petitioning for a set of safety rules that can prevent this, like positive median barriers and all these other, pre-collision devices that are on your lapel or on your helmet. Cheap stuff that'll save lives. And then also, hey, if you're driving without a license or you don't have a CDL license and you're driving one, then that escalates it just like a DWI would into a felony category. Because right now, homeboy's killed 4 people and he's looking at a maximum sentence right now with the misdemeanors of 120 days. And he got an unsecured bond. So we have to make this more serious. So please just sign it. It's super easy. It took me 13 seconds. I put my name and my zip code. So
super simple.
Yep. It's change.org. Matty's law. Okay. Not the canine. You'll see him in electrical lineman bucket. Okay. Matty's law. Sign it. Thank you. I would pay you or kiss you if I could. All right. If my wife will let me kiss you, I will. All right. Foreheads only.
Aw.
Maybe the cheek.
Yeah.
I appreciate you all being troopers with us.
But all right, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Drop a like, subscribe for more videos in the future.
Yep.
We have a lot of cool stuff coming up.
So much.
And next time we'll have Joe back and we'll keep going.
Miss him. We miss him. We love you.
He's a ghost now.
He's just floating. He's floating in the metal fabrication realm.
All right, guys.
Thank you, Anthony, for letting me do that. I appreciate you, bro.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha.
You're the man. All right. We'll see you next time. All right. Bye-bye.